This is our guest today, and Iain B. MacDonald is an award-winning director. His short film, Billy's Day Out, was named Best British Short Film at the Edinburgh International Film Festival in 2004.
Co-best.
Co-best?
It co-won. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have to say that. I'd love to say I won the award, but it was co-won.
Okay, fair enough. But you did win, so that's great.
I won half of the award.
Half of the award. Also, he's directed a number of dramas and comedies for TV, including the TV movie Mansfield Park, and the drama series Doctors, as well as sitcoms like White Van Man, and the BAFTA-nominated episodes. So welcome. Nice to have you with us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So let's start with early in your career.
Yeah.
How did you get into directing?
Basically, I don't think there's any one way to get into directing. You just have to, I guess, you have to direct. Someone said go to college and do photography, because I said, I want to be a director. So I went to college, which was brilliant in Edinburgh. It was a very kind of art-based, kind of art school kind of thing. And there was a film department there, but they didn't really teach you. They didn't teach, it was just like the gear's there. If you want to use it, go out and use it. I put proposal forward to TV stations, and I was hustling, and I was working very hard, probably more working on my idea to get a film made than I was on my college work. So, I was very ambitious, and I was very tenacious, and I stuck to it.
Yeah.
And some guy, the guy who basically launched my career, read my proposal. And obviously, without him reading it and then ringing me up and saying, "Who are you and what do you do?" I wouldn't be here now. But he put me forward for a short film scheme that Anglia TV in Norwich were doing, and I got onto that, and I did a short documentary. I assumed naively that because I could direct some artists and do a documentary, that 2 years later I'd be doing a feature film or something, or a big TV drama. I just assumed that's how it works. It doesn't work like that. People say, "Oh, he's an arts director." So I directed a short film. I managed to do some episodes of daytime soap Doctors for BBC. After doing the short film, I did Teachers, which was a comedy drama series for Channel 4, which was great. And then on the back of that, I then went to do a series called Bodies, Series 2 of Bodies, and with big name actors in it. And it was a heavy drama. It wasn't really even about the medicine. It was about the politics and the kind of like the backstabbing and everything else. And so essentially, I now always think about, that was 2000, and I started prep in 2004, 2005. I now think about Bodies was my film school.
Any particular methods when you're preparing to direct?
So I'd say you break the script down, and that's the kind of the analysis you have to do, really. And then again, you have to kind of, I prepare very stringently, and I think about how I want scenes to look. And I do a little plan every scene I shoot. I do a little plan, even if it's just two people talking in a chair. Now I'll draw a little plan. It wouldn't be a storyboard, but it'll be a plan of how you and I are sitting where I can imagine the cameras to be.
Yeah.
And but ultimately, you have to then throw away that preparation, and you have to keep it live on the day. You have to be free. I talk to my actors on a one-to-one level. So if there's like 8 people in a scene, I will go in and say I'm directing you. After I've called cut, I'll go and whisper some adjustments to you.
Yeah.
And that's purely because I don't want your performance to be overlapped for other people to hear what I'm saying to you, so they don't get affected.
Yeah.
And then I'll go and talk to everybody else, and I'll make sure that they know I'll always have a one-to-one relationship with them. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the producers or the writers who are on set might say something and ask me to deliver a note, which I'll do. And then, of course, I'll talk to the operator, the camera operator, and give him a note about an adjustment or something I wasn't happy with or that I want to change.
Yeah.
And of course, driving all this along as your first assistant director, who knows by now the kind of way I would work. And so they would see, if I'm doing one more, I might give a little indication to him, which will be like something like that. One more, we'll go again. And then I'd jump in, talk to the actors and talk to the camera. I'm very energetic on set.
Make movies independently, as in shooting, coming up with ideas, etc., because it's exceptionally hard to do it without actors and a crew.
You'll always find actors, because actors want to act. You'll have actors who want to work for free, or who just want to be in something. You know what I mean? You can cast them, of course, but you'll always find people who want to work, who want to do They want to do their best work. They want to show their best work. And so if you're providing a platform for them to show them at their best, then they will do it. You know, so and you, on that note, you can always find crew who want to show people what they can do. You'll find camera people, directors of photography who will do it purely because it's their kind of piece. You know, if you can show them that you'll be finishing a film and delivering a film, you will find those people. You just have to basically make the decision you're making a film and then do it.
Do you feel you need to have experience from all aspects of a film, of a film crew, i.e. camera operator, sound technician, to be able to direct them?
That's a good question, very good question. I would say, in the first instance, I would say not. However, I did start out by trying to get as much experience as possible and trying all the different departments. When I was, when I was 19 or something. So I was a camera assistant and I had to load film in the loading bags and, make all those mistakes. And I I swung the boom and I recorded sound and, I did stuff, you do stuff. But I don't think you don't have to master this stuff, You just have to have a basic understanding of what that stuff is, purely because as well as directing your cast, you need to direct your crew, you're the director, and so you need to be able to direct your camera. You need to have a good idea of cameras, I would say, because after all, film and TV, is a visual medium, it's not radio. You need to understand about cameras, you need to know about lenses, you need to think about be able to move your camera, tell stories visually. But I think, you just have an inkling as opposed to a mastery, I would say.
Have you ever worked with kids, and what is the best way to deal with them?
I've worked with kids where they've been successful, and my work with kids has been a failure. And I wouldn't blame them, I'll blame me. I'll take it on the chin. I would say when you're working with kids, don't look for performance. Try to get them not to act, be themselves. Take the casting process very seriously, and then just get them to be themselves. Investigate, do some research about how people like Steven Spielberg or Ken Loach work with kids. There's famously all the stories about how Spielberg got the performance out of the 5-year-old kid in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, where he would play lots of tricks in him, and not tricks, he wasn't mean, but he would do presents and off-camera stuff to engage with him, which kind of worked really well because he had that kind of magic on the screen. So I'd say, you have to use different methods, I would say, working with kids. They're not actors.
What is your favourite thing about your job?
There's a real buzz about shooting. When you're on set and you're shooting, I get a real buzz from it, The day goes so quickly. In TV and film, you shoot from 8 in the morning till 7 at night. So 8 or 7, so the hours are very, very long. And I've worked in America where the hours are even longer. Sometimes we got up in America. Last year I did a job where we got up at 3:15 in the morning to be on set for 5 a.m. to be on camera at 5, meaning that there's the crew, you're rehearsing with the actors at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You're the sun's coming up, so you need to try and set the shot up, and then you could be going, in America, where obviously it's unionised, there's not the set, 11-hour shooting day. You can just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. So it's like the days are long. So we prepare for long days and, try and remember it's supposed to be fun.
For young people to fund a short film?
You can make a short film on an iPhone these days. If you're looking for a short film to be a springboard to your career, you can go out and literally make a film on your iPhone. And if someone in the industry, whether it's film, TV, commercial, pop promo industry, saw that short film, which was like an iPhone piece, they'll go, holy mackerel, this person made this film on his iPhone. That's an amazing idea, brilliantly executed. I would say my advice about becoming a director is literally go out tomorrow, think of a story involving 2 people, 2 of your friends. Improvise or write something with a little surprise in it and shoot it on the most simple thing possible. Cut it together and put credits on it and put at the end of it, directed by. And that is you. No one can then say to you, you didn't direct that. How did you? I directed this. That is it. Make something, put your name on the end of it. It's easier now than it was for me when I started out, because you needed a lot of money. Unless you're making something on Super 8. Still you needed money. You had to buy the Super 8 film, get it processed, you had to cut it up, you had to transfer it so people could see it. It's easier now. You just go make something 1 minute long, put your name on it, do it 10 times, you've made 10 films, 20 times. Set yourself something where you want to make 10 films in 10 weeks.